James Wood has spent most of his life in a wheelchair. He lost the use of his legs in a workplace driving accident.
I think my chilies are done, Nanny. What do you reckon?
Going a little bit too quick for the conditions. I lost control of the truck and ended up rolling it down the side of a hill on the mine site. I got thrown out of the cabin and broke my back.
James was just 21 at the time, and the injury would profoundly change his life.
The first thing that I thought after being told that I was never going to be able to walk again is, this doesn't happen to me.
The former diesel mechanic blames himself for failing to follow safety advice.
The truck had seat belts in it. I didn't have a seat belt on. So the choices that I made caused me to get hurt.
Can you take me to the safety speakers?
Sure.
Rather than living with regret, James has devoted his career to preventing others suffering a similar fate.
Someone rang me and said, look, we're having a safety day, would you be willing to come out and tell people what happened to you? And initially I said, no way, there's no way I'm going to sit in front of a group of people and talk about my accident. So there are a lot of other people involved when someone gets hurt. But then the person then said to me, if someone had turned up at your workplace before you got hurt and shared their story with you, is this the sort of thing that you would have listened to? I do believe that we can stop this sort of thing from happening to somebody else. And something just clicked. I thought, you know what, I would have liked to have heard it from someone that I could relate to. And say, hey, James, put your seatbelt on. So I agreed to go out and share my story at their workplace, and it just snowballed from there.
With his wife Vanessa, James runs a thriving small business called CNBSafe, talking about his accident at workplaces across Australia.
You know, a lot of people, they've never met someone with an injury or with a disability or, you know, in a wheelchair. Part of the reason that I forced myself to do the talks and share my story is because this is probably one of the few things that would have influenced me to think about the safety choices that I made.
James and Vanessa work from home in the Melbourne suburb of Yarra Glen.
One of our core values for the business is you have to have had a workplace accident or incident to be a speaker.
James thanked Business Victoria for guidance to grow this venture.
Myself and Vanessa, we're doing just about everything. Marketing, promoting, client contact. The first thing that the mentor said to us, you're spreading yourself too thin.
So if you go here...
He said to us that we should bring someone on that was going to be able to take some of that workload from us. And we implemented that fairly quickly after the mentoring session, and it made a huge difference.
So
that's good.
Make sure you don't forget to take
But our business has grown, our revenue has increased. Great.
Yeah.
Mentors travel around Victoria in a purpose-built bus.
The Small Business Bus visits regional and metropolitan areas, and it's essentially a business information hub on wheels.
The Small Business Bus provides free one-on-one mentoring for prospective, new and established business owners.
The Small Business Mentoring Service has 150 mentors, a vast array of business experience skills. They're volunteers.
I don't know if you run into that, Tony. How would you see the best way of dealing with that?
Strangely enough,
The not-for-profit service uses skills of retired business owners.
either grow the size of the pie or take some of the business away from those people that you're dealing now.
There's technology, marketing, finance, creative business skills, everything that's essentially relevant for small business growth. The mentoring service can also assist businesses experiencing hardship in drought areas or businesses affected by bushfires and floods. Not only do we provide mentoring on the bus, but we also can come to your place of business.
The most rewarding parts of what I do and what the safety speakers do is when people tell us that after hearing our stories, it's made them think about safety in a different way.
I just wanted to say to you, it's so inspiring to listen to.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, I'm emotional.
Oh, no, don't be, please.
It's awesome.
Most people believe that safety is something that they have to do just because their boss or their safety people want them to do it. It shouldn't be like that.
It was incredibly inspiring. James spoke from the heart.
Safety is all about being able to go out that gate or go out that door at the end of each day.